Hello, welcome back to another long-awaited episode of Beyond the Streets. I want to thank TV Free Baltimore for again hosting us as they always do and putting up with my rants and my temper tantrums and we're good. So today we are here in the studio, okay? I have my hand sanitizer here, my wipes. I have my producer in his booth. He won't wave. Wave that he's in the booth. But anyway, my producer's in the booth. I got my mask. I wiped down my area. I'm all sanitized and clean because we're going to come back and we're going to talk about this later on. 2020 is almost over. So if you're listening if you can hear the sound of my voice, stand up, clap your hands. It's almost over. It's almost out of here. And you sit and you wonder, well, what can happen next? And just as I said that, you're saying to yourself, damn it, why did he say that? He shouldn't have said what could happen next. But this is almost over. So midnight 2020, when we're going into 2021, everybody just get on your knees and just start praying or something. And then we're never going to talk about 2020 again. It's just going to be gone. We're just going to let it go and we're done with it. Okay? So as far as angel-wise, we still got a lot of stuff going on. The guardian angels are still running around doing stuff inside the streets, basically all around the world. But right here in the United States, you still got the guardian angels doing what they got to do when it comes to the crime prevention, the missing persons, and New York City has totally ramped up. I mean, it's crazy because during our time of 2020 where everybody's stuck in the house, nobody can go outside. We got rallies, we got protests, we got politics, and we got all this stuff going on right now. But we're still going. And, of course, in Baltimore, we have had a couple guardian angels come down with some sickness, and everybody's doing good, thank God. And big shout out to all you guys and all the community people that are still going. It's just nice to see that without all the election drama, the COVID drama, that even now more you see a lot of the first responders and the community leaders that are just stepping up to go out of their way to continue to make life easier for those who just don't have it so nice right now. And I guess that's one of the good things that we can say about giving back to your community and doing it without an agenda, without the flash, without the bull. Everybody is still doing what they got to do to help out the other people. And that's a great thing. I love seeing that. So big shout out to all the community leaders all over, but especially the ones that I've had the honor and privilege to work with right here in Baltimore. So on Beyond the Streets, one of the things I did want to talk about is you talk about the relationship of those that you work with for so many years since we started the Guardian Angels 2006. Can you believe that it will be 10 years on the 28th of December since the disappearance of Felicia Barnes? I'm going to say that again. 10 years since the disappearance of Felicia Barnes. One of the things that is positive about, the only thing positive about the disappearance of Felicia Barnes and how that whole tragic story ended up is that Felicia Barnes's case was able to bring together so many groups, organizations, and individuals who have picked up the gavel to help in the case of missing persons and homicide victims as well. And as you know, we work with our partners, Peas in Their Pod, Guy Tom Borders. And for 10 years, we have had a partnership. During that 10-year period, you've seen individuals on social networks who have done a lot of posting when it comes to missing persons, not just in Baltimore or not just in North Carolina, but across the country, basically around the world. We had the Honk for the Missing campaign that started. We have people out of Chicago, Dawn Valente and her group, and so many others that have come forth that we are still working with today that have been brought together to serve a common goal because of Felicia Barnes. We started a Guardian Angel chapter in San Antonio, Texas, with founders or leaders there who actually have missing persons in their families. So I want to give a shout out to all the people who have reached out, and instead of just sitting down and suffering in silence and dealing with their own drama, have come together as a group and volunteered to help other families and other individuals and other groups when it comes to missing persons. So you think about it, Felicia Barnes kind of brought us all together. So we're working on putting something together to kind of say thank you and kind of show the world that, hey, it's been a horrible 10 years, but at the same time, look at the work that has been brought out of the Felicia Barnes disappearance. And I want to thank all the groups that I work with, all the individuals, all the Guardian Angel chapters that have come together and continue to support that particular cause. And I can't say enough about the Barnes family, who continues to stand up straight and continues to help the Guardian Angels and Peas in their pods with all the work that we've done and all the work that we do. So whenever there's something going on, like I said, we have an entire network of people for us to reach out to that that we can call on for our help. So I can't thank all of them enough. So at the time of this recording, we're just putting together the memorial. So hopefully by December 28th, you'll see it put together by TV Free Baltimore again, who have come to our rescue and said, hey, figure out what we got to do and we'll make it happen. Because now it's 2020 and we have the COVID virus. So what that means to everybody is just like you guys, we're stuck at home. We can't do a lot. We can't get together and have a memorial that we want to have. We can't do the balloon thing. We can't do, we have social distancing now. We have everything to basically keep everybody safe. But at the same time, this is something that is worth recognition, not just to say, hey, in honor of the memorial for Felicia, but for all the people that have stuck together and formed this thing to say, hey, we don't even remember it's been 10 years, but we have been working together that long. So thank you, TV Free Baltimore, and you will see our memorial put together. And if it's something that you feel that you can add to this before December 12th, get in touch with Guy Tom Borders of Peas in Their Pods or me from the Baltimore Guardian Angels and say, hey, I'd like to participate, and we'll figure out what we can do. And we'll make it happen. But again, because of COVID, everything's virtual, and we're putting it together as we go. So what else is going on with 2020? We have politics. Now, for all of you people who are watching me online, okay, it's been a crazy rough time, and I have been taking an ass whipping on my social media because of, I guess, the supports or my opinions. Let's say it that way. Let's say my opinions. My opinion, just like you guys have opinion, and I do appreciate all of my friends and family and all of you guys who have a different opinion, but have respected my opinion. And for all of you who didn't respect my opinion and wished me dead and wished me had COVID and told me that I was Satan and the devil, and I've been called everything but the Son of God, thanks to some people who are pretty much strong on their differences of opinion. Okay, I don't have to tell you, but I hope you enjoy this show because we're going to talk about you a little bit too. We have a new president. 2020, new president. We have a female minority vice president. And I know that pisses off a lot of you people, but it kind of makes me happy. Because if you think about it, we have had a rough 4 years. And politically, everybody's going to say, well, Strider, Trump's done this, and Trump's done that, and Trump's this, and Trump's that, and all the bag of chips. Maybe. I didn't follow all his this and that stuff. As a person, I pretty much lost it with him. And I know the Trump supporters are going to come after me, and I'm okay with that. But my opinion, again, guys, is as a person, as a man, as a guardian angel, but mostly as a father and husband and man, I don't like the guy. He's done everything that I have been against growing up, even as a teenager. Bullying. He's just misogynist. He's just not a nice guy, and everybody supports him. He's a cult leader, as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to leave it at that. No, I'm not going to leave it at that. You know, we have 45 presidents. Okay, now is the transition time. The guy has yet to concede. He's lost everything. He spent all kind of money just to prove that Biden beat him again. Every time he does something stupid, you know, it gives Biden more votes. I would just leave it alone and say, hey, okay, great deal. You know, you won. Do the transition of power. Be the man. Step up. Shake the guy's hand like everybody shook yours and all the other presidents before then and walk away. But in reality, we know that's not going to happen because as of yesterday, he still had another rally talking about how the election was rigged and all this stuff. I don't know anything about the facts of that stuff, but I do have enough common sense to know that, dude, with all the bitching and complaining you've done, with all the facts and all the stuff that's out there, we've never had this. You've taken the presidency to a whole nother level and made it a joke. It's no more. You know, oh, you're going to be president. It's not a big deal. We're being laughed at all over the world. Aliens are flying by Earth, locking their doors and saying, dude, remember that place used to be a superpower? They're not even going to stop here no more. So if you guys are sitting out there looking for UFOs and stuff, forget it. They're never going to come back here again. They're just done with us because we're like the joke of the solar system now. You know, Trump is never going to go away for you Trump supporters. Just so you know, he's going to continue to have his rallies. He's going to continue to do all his stuff that's going to give you guys the reasons for being. He's like herpes. He is the herpes of politics. He's never going to go away. So you'll always have something to do. And that's fine. Just do it someplace else. Don't do it in the political ring. I think we've had enough. January 20th is going to be the day that I'm going to be sitting there eating popcorn on my couch with Buddha and Coco, saying to myself, holy smokes, let's see if the sheriff's department's going to come and kick him out of the White House. I can't wait for that. But anyway, we all have our opinions. That's just mine. You know, I don't like him as a person. Forget all that. You know, I want to talk about see, I want to keep talking about Trump and Rudy Giuliani and all this stuff, and I can't do it. You know, I mean, it's just, anyway, let's talk about COVID. Okay, as of now, we've got 250,000 deaths because of COVID, and this is the thing that everybody, or even Trump, said it's not real. Trump's even had COVID. At the date of this taping, Rudy Giuliani has just come down with COVID. Now, he'll probably miraculously get over it because he probably drank bleach or something like his founder. But realistically, it's a real thing. A lot of people saying we're over-publicizing it or we're talking about too much or it's a fake thing. But you think about it, the flu has never killed this many people. Not all in this bit of a short time. You think about it, the COVID deaths, you know, we're breaking records every single day of all the new cases that come on. We're breaking records for all the people that are starting to die. It seems like every 14 days something bad happened. This is a menstrual cycle for disease here, and it's coming where everybody is starting to die for this thing, but we're not taking it serious enough that we don't have our mask on. And of course, I told you, I'm in the studio. I'm basically alone. My producer's in a booth somewhere. I got my stuff right here. I wiped down everything, and this is the way we're going. We have to be safe. In my job, which is what we do, I work for a great company, PPM, and I know you're saying, well, this is like a commercial. Yeah, this is a commercial because you know what? It affects my life. You know, when this stuff happened, I went across the country with my company and a whole team of guys decontaminating coronavirus sites and places that have shut down, where places have died and been sick. So if that wasn't real, then what the hell did they send me for? Okay, and I bring this up because one of the benefits of what it is that I do is that while I was sitting in different states and cities and not having enough PPE to do the job for my 30 to 40 crew members, okay, my boss, Dave Wick, who's a great guy, and I should have asked him about this, but I can't talk about COVID and not talk about the sacrifices that most people are making when it comes to COVID, okay? And you think about it, you look at the doctors, you look at the nurses whose families are starting to get sick and unhealthy and die now. You know, you talk about the police officers, the firefighters, all our first responders who are suffering because they can't not go to work, okay? Now, you talk about the people in the restaurants and the Uber drivers and all these people who are trying to keep us going with whatever it is we have going on with COVID. All these people are putting themselves at risk. You look at the package dealers, the guys from UPS and Amazon and all that kind of stuff. You say, oh, they're making money. Maybe, but they're also entering themselves, they're putting themselves at risk by touching these packages, by delivering these packages, by getting inside the vans. And I want to tell you right now that one of the best things that have come out of my company, and I say this because I'm proud of these guys and the work that we've done. I'm proud to be a part of it, is with PPM, the site services, the gas lines, and the first call, which is one of the things where now we have made it out of necessity. Now you think about it, safety rules and all that kind of stuff was made because they had to happen. You know, somebody jumped off of a cliff, what'd you do? You put railings around it. That's what you did. You know, somebody cut their hand, you invented Band-Aids. So a lot of this stuff is out of necessity. And what Dave Wick did was, because of all the crews that we have running around the country doing what we do to keep everybody safe, he actually said, okay, how can I get you guys extra PPE? And when he got that extra PPE, what did he do? He called us up and said, look, send this stuff to your families, send it to your churches, send it to, and he just gave it to us. And he let us take it home. I gave stuff to the police departments here in Baltimore and the hospitals in New York. I mean, this is what we did. And then he said, look, you know, remember, everybody here remembers when we had a shortage of all this stuff. So now he said, okay, we got a necessity. We're gonna see what we can do to bring it in. Now we're able to do this stuff, and we're able to get this supply out there. And it's called First Call, and I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm gonna post the videos online. I'm gonna show some of the stuff that we have. We can get you the gear. We can get you the thermometers. We can get you the services. We can get you the stuff you need to keep your employees and your stuff safe. I talked to somebody from a company the other day who said that their people had just come down with the coronavirus. And I said, well, whoa, wait a minute. And this is what made me add this into this video today. And I said, well, wait a minute, you know, we can get you guys the stuff you need to decontaminate your own company vehicles. We can get you the hand sanitizer. We can get you the chemicals. We can get you the gloves. We can get you the PPE. And we can also get you the rapid testing that you need to test your own employees. So instead of going out and waiting in the hospital lines and all this other kind of stuff, yeah, there's a price for it and everything, but at the same time, there's a necessity, there's a need for it. You know, but like I said, I was going to do this show and talk about the stuff that I talk about, but I said, wait a minute. You know, if I have access to this kind of stuff, the rapid tests, the PPE, the services, you can call us. We'll be more than happy to come down and decontaminate all your stuff. And you know, my boss actually let me do a couple churches, and we're able to do the churches that I represent. You know, but this is the kindness of this guy, and now, you know, we are making this stuff available to you. So all the people that I know and the people that I work with and all that stuff, when you can't get a hold of this stuff, contact me. I'll put you in touch with our First Call, and you can go ahead and get a hold of this stuff. We're going to show you some of the stuff here online. I mean, take a look at the stuff that we got going on here. And I can send you pictures of the work that we've done in New York to decontaminate. But the main thing is, you got to keep yourself safe. Thanksgiving just passed. So now we're holding our breath because we're waiting 14 days after Thanksgiving to see how many more, see what the uptick is since the Thanksgiving holiday. Christmas is right around the corner, then we got New Year's. And this is getting old, people. Everybody's getting tired of being in the house. We can't wait to see loved ones and family and celebrate like we used to. And you can. You just have to do it on a safe base. You got to be safe doing it. And I'm happy to say that, you know, with all the hundreds of people that my company has in the field, you know, very few of us has come down with it. And because of these tests that WIC has provided, my boss has provided, and because of the supplies that he's made handy and ready for us, we've been able to get through this stuff okay. And that's a big deal. So just like I was talking to someone about what their company can do, and I said, well, wait a minute, why not just talk about this on a show? Because we have what we need, and we have what you need. So I really do think that, like I said, I'm going to post some links. I'm going to show some links on this show, the ones that you see here. Get in touch with us if you need it. And if you don't know how to go about keeping your people safe in your company, call me. I will be more than happy to come to your office and say, hey, this is the stuff you got to do. This is what you need to do. How can you be safe? How can you do this? I've been to tons of meetings. I've led meetings. I've been to groups, and there's ways to do things. But how do we do this safely? We want to have this event. How can we do this? Call me. I'll put you in touch with myself, and then or first call. And this is a great way to be able to get involved. But the thing is, let's just be safe about it. TV Free Baltimore is going to help us, and we're going to get the information to you. And this is how we do it. And we're working with TV Free Baltimore. You know why? Because we have a studio right here. And in this studio, TV Free Baltimore puts on a lot of presentations and a lot of shows. And we're going to be providing them a lot of the stuff that they need to say, hey, our stuff is clean. We're decontaminated. We're happy. We're healthy. We want to keep you happy and healthy. That's how it goes. So, we're gonna get in touch with you, or get in touch with me, and follow my post and listen to First Call. And I'm going to put my boss on my next show, and we're going to have another show before the end of the year, and we're going to talk about some of the stuff that he has done and how PPM and First Call have evolved in the COVID world. And I think it's time that David Wickersham starts telling you guys some of the secrets of what he's done. So we're going to have him on here, and that's what we're going to do. But we will have another show before the end of the year, and I will touch base with you guys. But I do want to say, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and God bless everybody. This is TV Free Baltimore and the Guardian Angels Beyond the Streets. Thank you so much. God bless everybody.